Okay, Vanessa, you caught that. All right. What's up, guys? Welcome. I hope that your weekend is going super awesome, or that your weekend did go super awesome. We're going to be taking a look at all signs. This is whatever comes out. This is for mid-July, okay? Keep in mind that these readings are general and for the general public. So make sure that you're checking for your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, and your Jupiter placements. And if you'd like to book a personal read, you can do so at violettalexis.com. Yes, I'm taking super chat questions. Obviously, if you don't know how that works, just click on the little pinned comment up there in the chat section, and it'll take you straight to my website, which will tell you the rules of the super chat thingies, okay? Other than that, please excuse me. I'm glad you guys can't smell me through the screen, because I know that I definitely stink after being at the gym. So here we are. What's up, Cassie? What's up, Vanessa? What's up, Lori? Lori's here. Aw, thank you, Lori. Yeah, it's the new hairstyle that I've adopted that I simply cannot let go of, quite frankly. I just can't put it down. I saw this and I was like, this is it. I look like a fair maiden. What's up, Lady Ann? How you doing? Right? It's cute. I absolutely love it. All right, let's see here. So obviously we're going to start with Aries. Let's see, one more shuffle. Let me clear out the energy in here. Alrighty. What's up, Alien? How you doing? What's up, Chris? Ow. Shit, I just burnt myself. Yeah, sorry, you guys. I have not been live this week. I had a crap ton of personal readings that came in like a bat out of hell. They just came out of nowhere, and I just honestly didn't have a lot of energy nor the time to really focus on the public ones. I had to do that all signs yesterday in a quickie. But other than that, I've been spending my time reading and writing mostly, and waiting for that little writing workshop center to open up their fiction class for the summer. So I've been kind of stalking their website. Venus, thank you so much for that for a super chat question. It's hot. I'm doing well. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. It's really hot out here. I feel like as soon as I walk outside, I mean, Virginia is considered the South, right? So it's like as soon as I walk out that door, it just feels like Satan farted in my face. It's absolutely detrimental. All right, so let's go ahead and start out with Aries, obviously. All right, Aries. Let's see. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at you, Aries. Let's see what you got going on for mid-July. We got the Two of Swords in reverse. We got the Six of Pentacles. We got the Six of Wands. I like seeing 2 sixes here. Some kind of success for you. The Strength. And the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. There's something that you feel like you can't avoid anymore. And I'm not specifically sure what it is. Obviously, we're going to have to clarify. Strong mind. It seems like you got your mind on your money, most likely. It seems like where all of this is stemming from, where your biggest focus is probably around your money, your home, your family life. What you're doing to basically take care of yourself. I like the Six of Pentacles in the past position. This tells me that either you were being generous with someone or life was being generous with you. I see in the near future some kind of fame or some kind of notoriety that you're attracting into your life. Two of Swords in reverse is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, can I get one more for that? The Knight of Cups in reverse. I don't see like a big focus on love per se, or even creativity. I mean, maybe, you know, for some of you, but what I really see is you kind of being like, you know what? I'm just going to choose me. I don't care about these dudes messaging my phone. I don't really care about, you know, what Tom next door said and said he wants to take me out for dinner or whatever the case is. I think that you're just happy with where you're at. You seem pretty content with where you're at as well. And to me, this is about you choosing you. And if you feel like you might have to piss some people off or upset a couple of people or break some hearts in order to have that peace and quiet or whatever it is that you want, I feel like you're willing to do that. The Six of Pentacles here with the Chariot. Give me more about that. This is about your foundation, in my humble opinion. I think that you are very focused on setting your own foundation, on building your own foundation, on building on top of the foundation that you already have, or even fixing the foundation that you have. And this can also be around not just your money, but also your morals, your values. What is it that you believe in? Do you feel like you need to educate yourself a little bit more in order to have a better life? Do you feel like you need to get educated more so you can have a better job or do better at your job? That's kind of what I see here. What is that Hierophant in reverse, though? I really want to know. For some of you, you were pile driving straight into the face of divorce or some kind of breakup that you are ready to move on from. For a lot of you, that could be what it was. Here we have the Six of Wands, Death in reverse. I kind of feel like there is something that you did in the past that's showing up now. Kind of feels like maybe some old work that you did or something like that, that somehow you're getting some attention from it now. So for you know, let's say that you guys are a blogger and you wrote an article on something like 6 months ago and nobody really paid it attention. Well, now it's like getting circulated throughout the web or something, and now everybody's liking it and people are commenting, and you know what I mean? So it seems like something from the past is kind of coming up here, and it seems like it's a positive. Then we have the Strength card, Six of Wands. So I feel like whatever it is that you're setting your mind to now, because the Six of Wands is on your mind, and then we have the Six of Wands in the future, which is telling me that you have this fortitude about you where you have a very specific mindset and you know exactly what you want and you're ready to go towards it, and it looks like you get it. So whatever the thing is on your mind now that you are searching for, it looks like trying to get some kind of notoriety or trying to have some kind of success in your life or some kind of applause from your boss or whatever, some form of success. It's something that your heart is kind of tied to and attached to. It seems like you're getting it because you're setting your mind to it. We have the Queen of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles. I don't ever want to go through that again. Interesting. You want stability, ultimately, is what I think it is. And you want to make sure that your worth is in check. Your self-worth, your self-value, your self-esteem, all of those things. Because I think for some of you, there may have been some breakup, or there may have been some failed business, or there may have been some divorce at some point that really kind of made you question those things about yourself. And I feel like you don't want to do that anymore. So I think that your biggest goal is keeping a strong state of mind, so that way you can achieve your goals. And the thing is that you actually do. We have the energy is gaining momentum. We have trine, yeah, and we have commitment. So it's like, what are you committed to? You know, stay committed to that thing. Whatever your mind is focused on in regards to you having some kind of success with something, keep going for that. I feel like it's going to fall right into your lap. I feel like it's almost going to be unexpected in some way. Like it's going to be easier than you thought it was. And so I feel like things are going to move fast for you here pretty soon. Let's go ahead and take a look at my Taurians. Woo! All right, well, we're just going to leave that one down there. Let's look at Taurus. Okay. What's up, Chitara? How you doing? Good to see you. All right, Taurus. Let's see what's going on for you for mid-July. The Temperance in reverse. All right, this is going to drive me insane. There we go. The Page of Swords. The King of Cups. The World. The Five of Wands. Oof, you're definitely pretty conflicted. There could be some kind of drama in your life that's really setting you off in some way. That's what's probably throwing you out of alignment. You feel pretty off balance. You're kind of losing your patience with something here mid-July. It could be around a love situation. I do see that King of Cups in the near future position. I like that the World is on your mind. This is telling me that your focus is on achievement. Your focus is on completing something. Your focus is on peace, which I think you're not at that point mid-July right now. Now, keep in mind, mid-July, you know, we're all having that Mars conjunct Uranus and Taurus, and like you guys are kind of the brunt of it. And I know that a lot of astrologers are saying, like, you know, Tauruses are probably going to have an absolute freak out, you know, mid-July. But if anything, it's not, I don't think that you guys are starting it. I feel like it's being brought to you because Mars is coming towards Uranus, right? So I feel like it's maybe some kind of masculine figure that's pissing you off or whatever, right? God forbid. Page of Swords in the past position tells me maybe you were learning something, focusing on websites, writing, etc. For my Taurus risings, I know Venus has been, you know, you had a stellium transiting your third house. So there could have been writing, something about social media, websites, etc. So let's go ahead and take a look. Chitara, thank you so much for those 2 super chat questions. The Temperance, why the Temperance? 7 of Swords in reverse. You may be feeling like you're giving to too many people at once or too many things at once, or, you know, you're kind of serving everybody else. There's too much of something going on in your life, and you may want a little bit of you time, to be quite frank with you. And maybe getting to a point where you feel like you're over serving other people, or you are giving too much time and energy to something other than yourself. So it just feels like you kind of need a little bit of alone time. For some of you, it can be a guilty conscience, okay, and that's throwing you off. For a small portion of you, okay? Not Tauruses, they're angels. The Page of Swords, 5 of Swords in reverse. Give me one more. The Strength in reverse. You guys were observing something, learning something, but for some reason you felt like you just couldn't win, or there wasn't a whole lot of confidence in whatever this is that you were observing, whatever this is that you were learning. It almost feels like something that you were watching happen, or something that you were seeing, something you were trying to educate yourself on. It was like, it may have felt very intimidating to you for some reason. Even if it was just like you going up on Instagram and comparing yourself to Instagram models or something, you know, or you were put in a class, you know, say you went to a writing class and you were put in a class and you felt like everybody was more experienced than you, or, you know, or there's just something you saw that you didn't like online, you know, it can be that as well. So it just feels like in the recent past, there was a little bit of lack of confidence. It just seems like you were starting something new. In the near future here, we have the King of Cups with the 4 of Swords in reverse. Give me one more for this. The King of Wands. For some of you, if you're looking for love, if you're not in a relationship, you could have a couple of options here. I feel like there's 2 masculine energies who are interested in you potentially. Now, if you're a masculine Taurus, this to me makes me feel like you're being very emotionally mature. It feels like you have your confidence back, I want to say, in some way. Melly, thank you so much for that super chat question. You know, to me, this is you kind of getting your stuff together after some time of maybe trying to find your balance and actually getting it. For others of you, you're seeing a therapist, you're asking advice from a father figure, some kind of masculine figures in your life. I feel like these masculine figures are good, even though they may stress you out at times, or maybe it's just one masculine figure that kind of stresses you out, but like there's something about this connection that may be trying to strengthen you or teach you something. Then we have the World here. Yeah, you're done with that. So you're in this mind frame of, it's interesting. We have 5 and 5 here. 5 plus 5 equals 10. The World is completion. 10 is a completion. So this is making me feel like something that you've been focused on in the past. It's like it's time to put a pin in it, whether you've been grieving for a long time over something, over a breakup, or have you been grieving a long time over a job loss, or you just feel like something isn't going right. It seems like you're more motivated to find some kind of solution. So it seems like you're being more solution oriented. You have the 5 of Wands, the Knight of Swords in reverse. It feels like you're trying to suppress some kind of anger or some kind of frustration. That's what that looks like. It feels like you're conflicted about something. Conflicted about what? The 5 of Wands in reverse. So you got the 5 of Wands, and then you got the 5 of Wands in reverse. So yeah, I feel like you're suppressing some kind of anger. For some of you, it's that you're trying to pick a fight, but or maybe you're just trying to resolve something and you feel like somebody is just running away from the fight, or maybe you're doing that, but it feels more so like you're suppressing some kind of anger or something. We have Hold Your Vision, we have Air, and we have Sacred Space. So yeah, you know how I was talking about it earlier when I feel like you just needed some alone time or whatever? I think that this is the time to do that. I think that you do need to create some kind of space, maybe within your home, or even if it's just, you know, taking a walk for 20 minutes, that can still be like your sacred bubble, your sacred space. And I feel like you need that to clear the air with yourself, to clear your mind, to get out of your head. There's something that you're very focused on completing or achieving. It's telling you not to let go of that. It's telling you to keep going with whatever that is. Okay. So let's go ahead and move on to my Geminis. right, Gemini. What's up, Shamika? What's up, 12th house stellium? Taurus and Scorpio are the hormone monsters. What the hell is a hormone monster? All right. All right, let's see. Gemini. What's up, Fireball baby? Thank you. I'm sorry. That rebel has me fucked up, honey. Thank you, Fireball baby, for that super chat question. Let's go ahead and take a look. Gemini, let's see what you got going on for mid-July. We have the 9 of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the Lovers. We have the 5 of Swords. And we have the 7 of Swords in reverse. Well, I mean, you know, what is there to say with the 9 of Pentacles? I mean, that's great energy. The 9 of Pentacles is all about looking good, feeling good, smelling good, enjoying your life, being able to chill out, still being open to relationships or relations or some kind of more being able to take on more responsibility, but you're good with where you're at right now. 7 of Cups tells me you had a lot of options, maybe in regards to love or something else entirely, and maybe it is in regards to love, because in the future we have the Lovers here, which tells me that there's some kind of connection that is very different, something that will kind of change your life in some way. You're going to feel very connected, or there's just some very big decision once again that you're going to need to make, or the decision that you had in the past, it seems like you're actually solidifying whatever that is. The 5 of Swords in the mind position tells me that you're very determined. You're very determined to complete something or to get something, like against all odds. 7 of Swords in reverse. You could have a guilty conscience, or you could just be very self-focused. I also say self-focused because that's what the 7 of Swords in reverse can sometimes be, as can the 9 of Pentacles, just in a bit of a different way. So let's see. The 3 of Pentacles. All right, well, I'm really not mad at that, you know. This is like somebody who is unbothered with people being bothered by them. It seems to me like you don't get along with somebody, but you don't care, you know. And it can be somebody that you're working with. It can be somebody that wants to collaborate with you. It can be somebody that wants to take you out, whatever it is. You guys seem to not like each other, or you guys seem to not be able to get along or something like that, but you just don't care. I think that you're so happy with where you're at in the moment, at least in mid-July, you just are like, okay, great, I don't give a shit, you know, to be honest. So then we have these 7 of Cups with the 10 of Wands. Ooh, a hard decision. That to me looks like a pretty hard decision that you had to make, but it kind of felt like you didn't know how to make it. Like there were so many different decisions, you just didn't know how to make it. And for some reason, it felt like a pretty big responsibility. Why is that? The King of Pentacles in reverse, because somebody was relying on you, or because finances, it was about finances or a relationship. But for some reason, you feel like that decision fell all on you. And you're like, well, what the fuck? I don't know what the right thing is to do, you know? So for some of you, you got out of the relationship. For some of you, you just chose yourself. For some of you, whatever the thing is, it looks like at the end of the day, you felt very responsible for others in some way. And that was kind of what you felt like you needed to base your choices around. But with that 9 of Pentacles, with where you're at, it's like, well, I'm just going to choose me. Or you have. We have the Lovers, the Moon in reverse. Give me one more. And the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Well, if there's a time is any, I guess this is the time here in the near future. So, I mean, to me, this is probably late July. You know, if we're talking mid-July is here. So it's probably late July. It looks like something that you're deciding to do. Maybe let go of some fears, or even though you have some kind of fear, probably going ahead and taking a chance on love anyway. Now, this can simply be about you. Why? Because the Lovers is just you. So this can be about you making higher self decisions for you, feeling more connected to yourself, you know, being more communicative, you know, committing to understanding yourself a little bit better. Layla, thank you so much for that super chat question. It just feels like you being truly authentic to you, which is going to help you get places or go places or to the places that you want anyway. the Five of Swords with the Queen of Swords. I don't hate it. You know, I really don't hate it. You're definitely like bad bitch energy or, you know, bad dude energy. Just, you know, I can't say bad dude. I can't try to be like, you know, oh, guys and girls, like a badass dude. That just sounds like I drink Monster Energy drinks and listen to Limp Bizkit. I just can't take myself seriously. So regardless, you seem to be in bad bitch mode. Okay. You're not really thinking with your heart space, you know, which can be good, right? Especially if you're out here trying to get money or whatever the case is. Queen of Swords is Venusian energy. So this is like, yeah, it can be about relationships, but it's not like, oh my God, like the Seven of Cups. It's not Neptunian. It's not like, you know, Venus and Cancer. I love Venus and Cancer, but it's not like that. It's like, okay, well, like I need to get this money. What are you going to bring to the table? Or, you know, you're thinking with your head. I'm not mad about it. You're taking the lessons that you learned in the past and you're applying them to where you're at now. I really like this energy. You have the Seven of Swords in reverse for the root of it all. You feel like the only way you're going to find balance in your life is by focusing on yourself is just what that looks like to me. You're choosing you, and that's what's actually balancing the scales. I heard for once. Not sure why I heard that. We have you are good enough. Virgo, double Virgo energy, and waterproof. Wow, I like this. Well, I think maybe that's something that you're learning. To me in the past, you guys were either used or you had somebody that made you feel not valued in some way, or you didn't feel valuable enough if you didn't have enough money or if you didn't look a certain way or something like that. But I mean, I feel like that's finishing, or you're getting to the tail end of that, you know, especially your Gemini rising, Mars conjunct Uranus in your 12th house, you know, that's a hell of a ride. It's like breaking free from subconscious patterns, breaking free from cutting yourself off at the knees, self-sabotaging behaviors, whatever it is that stifles you. And to me, this is telling you to, you know, be of service to you is what that makes me feel like, around your sense of self-worth and self-value and being able to, you know, galvanize that spine of yours so that way you can keep on trucking. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Cancer. Alrighty. What's up, Tom? What's up, Wesley? How you doing? Cancer. All right, Cancer, let's see what we got for you for mid-July. We have the Four of Cups. We have the damn, I don't even want to pull any more fucking cards. Okay, Two of Pentacles. Justice in reverse. Three of Swords. Damn. Oh. You're pretty disappointed with something. You're not happy with how something is going. It's like, this just isn't working for me. You could have left somebody out in the cold, or you could have had some recent financial problems, or somebody could have abandoned you or something like that. The Justice in reverse is on your mind, which tells me that something is out of alignment, out of balance. You're like, oh God, you know, you could be questioning if you're doing the right thing. There can be an injustice that's on your mind, especially if you're heartbroken, which I see something about that maybe. With that Two of Pentacles, I like the future more than I like, you know, whatever's going on over here. It seems like you're making decisions out of practicality instead of some kind of emotional or psychotic whim is what that looks like. So let's see. We have the Four of Cups with the King of Cups. Maybe a little bit of disappointment in love. You know, you may feel like you're not good enough, like someone's not good enough, like you're just not happy with what's going on. But why? The Ten of Cups in reverse. Maybe you don't feel emotionally supported, you know? Maybe you want more of a commitment than what it is that you're actually getting. It could also be around a family situation as well. You know, maybe you're in a nice relationship, but it's hard for you to appreciate it because, you know, you're having negative family problems, you know? But maybe I see somebody here probably supporting you, unless you're the one that's this King of Cups here. So it could be that you're being supportive, but it seems like you kind of have a lot on your plate a little bit. I do like that the King of Cups is here because it's showing me that there is some kind of emotional maturity in the way that you're handling something, or it can be that there's a masculine energy here who's helping you support you, whether it's a therapist or otherwise, or a partner. Then we have the Five of Pentacles in the past with the Seven of Cups. Can I get one more? Ooh, yikes. Okay. Looks like a little bit of drama. Looks like a little bit of smoke and mirrors. Could be some kind of third-party situations if that's something that you guys were dealing with in the past and you may have felt the need to abandon a third party. Somebody abandoned you for a third party. Whatever it was like something felt a little unclear. Or was there a third party? You know, the Seven of Cups can be like illusions, okay? It could also be about, you know, putting somebody on a pedestal. It could talk about obsessive love just to be abandoned in the end or whatever. It looks like there was some drama around really not knowing the truth about something. And I don't know if you know the truth now or if somebody else doesn't know the truth about you. But then we have the Two of Pentacles in the future with the Two of Swords. Woo. Queen of Wands. I don't think that you're necessarily interested in, per se, keeping the peace. I mean, I don't want to say you're not interested in keeping the peace, but it seems like if there's some kind of confrontation or you feeling like you need to... no. I asked what we're choosing, and I got the Five of Pentacles again. Some of you are deciding to bounce out of something because I think what you're focused on is you want to have peace in your life. You want peace, Two of Swords. That can be peace. You know, you want peace. You want peace in your financial life. You want peace in your love life. You want peace in just your life in general. And it makes me feel like you guys are taking the lead in regards to that. And you're kind of at this point where if you feel like you have to leave someone or something on the table, you're willing to do that for your own peace of mind at the end of the day. For others of you, if you're a masculine and you're dealing with a feminine, I see that there's somebody here that you're very attracted to, but you could have a couple of choices and you may feel like you have to abandon one. The Justice is on your mind with the Page of Cups, Justice in reverse, Page of Cups, Ace of Cups in reverse. You could feel like something isn't necessarily equal. For some of you, you know, if you are dealing with a love situation, because I do see the Page of Cups here with the Ace of Cups here, and the Justice is Libra, which can be about how we relate to other people. You're feeling like you're like, okay, well, I want to offer my love, but I feel like I shouldn't, or I feel like I should keep it to myself because I feel like it's unrequited. It can feel that way as well, okay? Or maybe it's, you know, from your perspective, like somebody else is in love with you, and you're like, yeah, I don't know if that's really working for me. Then we have the Three of Swords with the Star. Well, I like that there's healing here. Because this to me is kind of like the root of everything. You seem to be hurting about something, but there is hope. There is healing available to you. What's the heartbreak about? The 222 can be about over a situation, or you can just feel like you're running in the same place. You're running in place with never really moving forward. And it's like, well, it means you have to do something different. You have prosperity lies ahead, new moon and Taurus energy. You have, speaking of Neptune, and we have distraction. So this is telling you that it may be smoke and mirrors with something in particular, okay? Neptune isn't all bad, although Neptune can very much be an illusion. We're not seeing things clearly, but it can be really great for like a sacrificial love, a higher level of love, creativity, things like that. So I think everything in moderation is important. I think it's just telling you that when it comes to this new moon in Taurus energy that it's giving you advice for is not to get caught up in other things that are going to distract you from what you've had your eye on for a while, okay? Alrighty. Let's move on. What's up, Nicole Ashley? Thank you for that super chat question. Hello, Miss Cassie. What's up, Deb? How you doing? All right, let's move on to Leo. All right, Leo, how you doing? Let's go ahead and take a look at you for mid-July after I take a sip of this water. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands, okay. Chariot in reverse. Lots of action than inaction. Interesting. The Five of Cups in reverse. And the Hermit in reverse. Slow and steady wins the race, you know, working towards a project, working towards your goals. You're making sure that you're doing something right, whatever it is that you're taking action on, which we're going to find out about in a second. You want to make sure that you're doing it right. You don't want to fumble. You very quickly were very passionate about something in the recent past, but now with that Knight of Pentacles, it's like now you're slowing down for some reason. Now it's like you're wanting to perfect something. So after running in like a bat out of hell, now you're kind of like, all right, well, let's peep the scene. Thank you so much, Be Wise, for that super chat question. We have the Five of Cups in reverse for what's going on in your mindset. So, you know, maybe you want forgiveness. Maybe you're forgiving somebody else. You know, maybe you're trying to muster up an apology, or maybe you're just like, you know what, I'm just going to let bygones be bygones. Or it could just be that you're simply looking at things from a different angle, from the glass half full. Hermit in reverse. This is kind of the root of it all. So if you guys have been taking some time out for yourself, you may be ready to come out now. Like if you've been taking some time being kind of antisocial, maybe you're ready to get back out there and get back on your horse, you know, pun intended with your energy here. Chariot in reverse, though, in the near future tells me there's some kind of fear or some kind of failure, or it could be car trouble. So keep that in mind as well. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Tell me about that Knight. What are we going towards? The Page of Pentacles. I don't feel like that Emperor is bad per se. Of course, you could have like a slave driver boss, you know, or maybe you're the slave driver boss, right? And you want everything kind of perfect. For others of you, I see this more as you don't feel in control per se, or it's like you want to maybe even be in a position of power, but you know that you have to work towards it. You may feel like there's still more that you need to learn in regards to some kind of a workforce that you want to be in, or some kind of job that you want to apply for, or some kind of position, or maybe some kind of project, right? Even if it's just like a project, maybe you want to write an epic fantasy novel or something. And so it's like, oh, I would love to do that and be like Tolkien or be like George R.R. Martin or something, right? But like I need to do my research and I actually need to take a writing class, or I need to figure out how to do that, or whatever the case is, right? Bad example, but you know, that's what I got. I'm a writer, so I think in those terms. But it seems like you're getting ready, or you're starting something brand new, and you're not being a slouch either. You're really putting in the work towards it, which makes me feel like it's probably going to be a success with whatever it is. Then you have the Knight of Wands with the Eight of Swords. Give me one more. With the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you were stuck on something for a long time that was kind of preventing you from moving forward, or at least that's what you thought. You thought it was maybe something external or something outside of you that was making you feel insecure and making you feel stuck, when really you probably realized that it was just you holding yourself back. And so I think that with that Knight of Wands and that Wheel of Fortune, you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to go for it. You know, there's a lot of passion here, a lot of excitement. You just kind of letting go of the wheel and enjoying yourself and trying not to overthink things. You have the Chariot. Oof. Well, don't do that. There's something in regards to your higher calling, and you fear it for some reason. And the reason that we would be fearful of our higher calling, and you know what it is, right? You probably know what it is. I mean, think about what your gift is, right? What did Steve Harvey say? Steve Harvey said, your gift is what you do best with the least amount of effort. So what is that, right? It can be anything. Maybe you're great with people, you know, I don't know. Maybe you're great with, you know, talking people off of the ledge and helping people through their problems. I don't know what the thing is, but whatever it is, you seem to fear it. I don't know if it's like you have an outside influence that is influencing you to not follow the stream. I don't know if you have somebody discouraging you, but please understand that when we're met with resistance like that in regards to our higher calling, it's supposed to build confidence. It's supposed to build resilience. It's supposed to make you push against. It's not always about go with the current, go where the doors are unlocked. No, you know, how bad do you want it? Sometimes you got to knock the bitch down, right? Sometimes you have to swim against the current, because where we're trying to get to isn't where the current is going. It's the opposite. So, but it's going to build strength in the long run. We have the Five of Cups in reverse with the Eight of Wands. For some of you, you just want to ask for forgiveness, or you're going to discuss something about the past with somebody else. Looks like you're really thinking about things. I feel like you're trying to see the bigger picture of a past situation, that you're attempting to see like the brighter side of something. But this is this is Mercury and Sagittarius. Mercury and Sagittarius doesn't do the best. You know, it's the details meets the big picture, and like a needle in a haystack. But the thing is that you're making an effort. And the best thing that you can do is change your perspective for the better, because perspective is truly everything. So I feel like that's what you're trying to do. We have the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, see? I feel like you guys have been a little bit hermity for a while. I think now you're ready to get back up on your horse. Now you're ready to get out there. Just please don't let whatever this is discourage you in the long run, because it's a part of your greater path. Can I get one more for that? Yeah, it's push against the waves, push against the resistance, because this is what you can have. The Nine of Cups is the thing that you want. Your wish fulfillment, right? I love when us tarot readers say that all the time. Confidence is your key to success. Sagittarius, the bigger picture. And grief. I wonder if that's what's going on in your mind. Well, you know, if we think about this, right, this is new moon in Leo. Leo's all about confidence and performance and all of that stuff, and that's you, right? And then we have Sagittarius. I love Sagittarius people because they're always famous like Leos, except they're just like twice as delusional, but somehow it gets them in the door. And I love that about Sagittarius. You got to have a little bit of Sag in your life to be able to get through things, you know? And sometimes it's delusional confidence that we need to have in order to overcome something. What is that grief thing about? The Hangman in reverse. You know, this can be around somebody who passed. This can be around something that you've been through. Maybe it's addiction. Maybe it is some kind of mental illness. Maybe somebody went to jail. Maybe, I don't know, somebody had passed on, like I said. I don't know. Something in your life still may be haunting you in some way and making you quite sad. I kind of feel like it being connected to the Sagittarius card is likely telling you that a little bit of faith can go a long way. So I don't know. I don't want to say like meditation and being super cliche, but maybe church, or maybe, I don't know, maybe tarot or some kind of spiritual practice. I don't know, whatever your thing is, whatever it is that you believe in, focus on that, or open up your mind to new ideas of how you can explore your faith in different ways that will lead you to success. All right, cool. All right. Thank you, Leos. Let's go ahead and move on to my Virgos. Oh my God, Brooke Mello. What's up? I haven't seen you in forever. What's up, Katsu? No worries. All right, let's see here. All right, Virgo. Let's go ahead and take a look at what you have going on for mid-July. Queen of Wands in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Empress, thank God. The Four of Wands. The Page of Cups. Woo! Careful with that energy. Y'all could be getting really pissed off at somebody. Be careful. You know, July 15th, 16th, that's when that Mars-Uranus conjunction is going to be pretty tough. If you're Virgo rising, it'll be in your 9th house. So maybe it's somebody at a distance, or maybe it's illegality. You know, it could be a crisis of faith maybe, or something like that. But, you know, it doesn't always have to be all humdrum and terrifying. That Queen of Wands in reverse, though, does tell me that you're pretty pissed, or there's some kind of jealousy issues that you are having. I don't want to hear it in the comments. Virgos aren't jealous. Although Virgos, I really, earth signs, I really never hear them complaining in the comments, to be honest. I usually never hear it. It's, well, you know what? I'm not going to be specific and say who it usually is, because I don't want to hear that shit in the comments either, to be frank. But it seems like, anyway, it seems like you're pretty upset about something. The Page of Pentacles in reverse in the recent past was either some kind of manipulation. You were manipulating somebody else was manipulating you. Maybe you weren't putting in much of an effort when it came to your work, or maybe there was some kind of missed opportunity that you feel like you kind of slouched on. I do like that the Four of Wands is on your brain, because it tells me that you want a reason to celebrate. Maybe you have a reason to celebrate. Maybe you're trying to look at things from a happier perspective, right? Maybe you want to go out. Maybe you want to get out there and have more of a social life. And then your future, the Empress is here, which is showing me that you're believing in yourself again. You know, that self-worth and self-value is very strong in probably late July is when I feel like this is. For some of you, you can be getting pregnant, so be very cautious of that. If you don't want it, right? If you don't want children, be cautious, or you're getting somebody pregnant. That Page of Cups is here. So this is the root. I feel like there's like a little child in you that wants to be loved, and that wants to love. Or this can talk about a sense of creativity, or there can be something going on with a child in your life potentially as well. Thank you so much, Spirit Room, for that super chat question. The Queen of Wands, the Hermit in reverse. Be careful of paranoia. So I'm going to tell you this, Virgo. Okay, there you are, right? No, we're looking at both of these cards. The Queen of Wands in reverse isn't the best card, right? God, she's the worst, to be honest. You know, think of a ram on steroids and Red Bull in a china shop. You know, not sexy, right? So be careful. But I feel like it's stemming from a lot of paranoias and a lot of things in yourself that you haven't quite addressed yet, even if it's just your own sense of insecurity. So while I'm not saying you're not valid for feeling the way that you're feeling, there is something going on where you could be creating things in your mind. You could be, you know, blowing things out of proportion. So just be cautious of that. The Page of Pentacles in reverse with the Four of Cups. Yeah, we're just not happy. It could be that somebody wasn't putting in an effort towards you, or, you know, you felt like you just weren't getting far when it came to your work, and you're like, I'm just not happy with any of this. You know, maybe you had job offers and you're like, no, no, and no. Maybe you had love offers. No, no, and fuck no, right? It can be like that. And so it just seems like you were pretty disappointed in the recent past. Here. You weren't feeling too happy. We have the Four of Wands here with the Page of Swords. Oh, I don't mind that at all. That to me looks like for some of you, you're engaging with people online, maybe engaging with the community, going out and about, hitting the streets, you know. Maybe you're doing some online dating or something like that if you're single. But this to me looks like a social life. This looks like to me having a reason to celebrate. And either that's just on your mind and that's what you want, or you're actually searching for that. But it doesn't feel like you're in that energy yet, because that Queen of Wands in reverse and that Hermit in reverse is like, ugh, you know, so you're not quite there, but you have it on your mind. So I feel like you have the right idea. Near future energy, we have the Lovers and the Empress. Okay, well, you know, if you're pissed off now, you certainly won't be late July is what I want to say. This looks absolutely marvelous. You know, especially if you're a Virgo rising, Mars conjunct Uranus in the 9th house. You know, if you guys are in a relationship, maybe somebody proposes, you know. The 9th house can be about festivities and we're celebrating and right? So maybe it is that. Maybe you enter a new relationship. Maybe the relationship that you're in, you know, goes to a higher level. Maybe you do get pregnant. Maybe we're starting a family, but ultimately this makes me feel like you don't have a problem communicating your needs. You're not in this energy of like jealousy, anger, frustration. You're in this energy of I'm worth it. I know what I bring to the table. And for some of you, you're like, I don't need to bring anything to the table. I just need to exist. That is the Empress though. You know, she sits in her little garden and she's like, I'm beautiful and I feel fluffy and I feel great. And I'm going to sit here and, you know, make sticker paintings. I don't know, but you're pretty aligned with who you are. So I'm not mad about it. So it gets better. Let's put it like that. What's up, Visionary? The Page of Cups is here with the Queen of Cups. Absolutely love that. That's stunning. So it's like really all you want is to love and be loved. Who did I get? Who had something similar? I feel like somebody else had something similar. Anyway, you just want to love and be loved is essentially what I feel like this is. That's what we all want, right? At the end of the day, when it comes to us being humans, we just want to love and be loved. That's really all that is. And I feel like that's probably just where you're at. So we can get a little angry if we feel like we're unlovable at times or whatever. And just understand that if you feel unlovable or something like that, that's obviously just not true. You have conclusions are within reach. You have yin. And you have dominance. Yeah, it's like stop trying to overpower something. Stop trying to control something. Stop trying to push something. You know, and I feel like you're going to learn eventually just not to feel like you need to charge ahead at full speed. Just let things come to you. Please understand that, you know, you're worthy. Please understand your self-worth. Make sure you're working on your self-esteem, things like that. It's going to be different for everybody what makes you feel esteemed. Right? And try not to let your feelings or your mind overpower your actual reality. Okay. So let's go ahead and move on to my Libras. Alrighty. Ooh. All right, Libra, let's go ahead and take a look at what you have going on for mid-July. Why does that Libra symbol or that Libra word look so fucking tiny compared to the rest of the signs? Pamela, thank you so much for that super chat. Damn, let's celebrate their 20th super chat on a live stream. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Pamela. Let's go. Let's go ahead and take a look. 8 of Cups in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. The Knight of Swords. The Six of Swords. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Well, some of you, Libra, you feel like you're settling or you're actually going back to a situation where you've left before. Okay. So I don't know what you're doing, but it seems like you're returning to something that where you've been before. Okay. So King of Pentacles in reverse in the past position tells me, I don't know if this is you or somebody else. Either somebody was broke or somebody was using another person. It looks like the masculine may have been broke or the masculine may have been utilizing another person for something. The Knight of Swords in the near future tells me that you're taking action towards something and you're doing it fucking fast. And I don't know what it is you're looking for. It might be you're looking for information. It might be you want to work on something. You're taking action towards something. The Six of Swords is kind of making me feel like you're in a problem solver mindset. You know, and it feels like you're trying to resolve something with another person. Is what that looks like to me. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you're bored. It's like you're bored with life. You know, for some of you, you just feel bored. I think that with that 8 of Cups in reverse and that 8 of Pentacles in reverse, please be cautious of like returning to something or someone out of boredom. Okay. The 8 of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know, man. Give me one more for that. The 2 of Pentacles. Oh, it's financial. It looks like it's something financial. You feel like you didn't get something that was owed to you, or, you know, you may have felt taken advantage of in a situation. I'm not really sure, but it more so feels like you didn't get something that you wanted. And maybe it was like another stream of income or more money or something like that. But there's something that you're returning to and you're almost like, I want to do this the right way this time. That's what that looks like to me. And I kind of feel like with that 6 of Swords in your mind frame, it's about solving a problem that you've dealt with in the past. So it just looks like to me you're trying to rebalance or refocus your life in some way by really putting in the work towards something that you may have like abandoned or left before. So I don't know what that's about. You have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Ugh, you were too good. You were too good for them. Libra, you know, that sounds crappy, right? But you were. I truly believe that you were too good for somebody. Or the feminine. Let me put it like this. The feminine was too good for the masculine. And I know that sounds crappy, but that's just how, as soon as I saw it, that's what I thought in my brain. Those were the words that came up, and I'm just not going to sit there and pretend like they didn't. It feels like somebody saw what you were, what you are, who you are, and was like, I bet I can squeeze some lemon juice out of that lemon. You know, it's like somebody didn't want the fruit that fell off the tree. They wanted the highest fruit that they could get, but the problem was that they weren't tall enough. You know, it was like they were waiting for you to fall so they could grab you to make it easier on themselves instead of like doing the work to climb the tree to get it in the first place. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean by that? I know that you know what I mean. So then we have the Knight of Swords with the High Priestess. Ooh, this is interesting. There's some like hidden knowledge or something hidden that you want to know. Ooh, I almost don't even want to clarify. It feels... Oh, yeah, I'm going to do it, though. The Page of Wands. Something new or something about a child or something that inspires you, but you're like... I'm almost getting like a little air of like nervousness. Maybe you're trying to learn tarot or like you're researching things about the occult, but you're taking action on High Priestess things. And High Priestess can be about like the divine feminine, right? A sense of femininity, being more feminine, you know, being more desirable. Not saying you aren't already, Libra. I know you guys are the bad bitches of the zodiac, but being more feminine or something around occult knowledge. Maybe you're, you know, learning more about tarot. Maybe you are trying to decide which tarot reader to book with. Maybe you're wanting an astrology reading or something like that. The Six of Swords and the Ace of Swords for what's going on in your mind. So this just, you know, once again makes me feel like you know how to problem solve something. You know how to cut through the bullshit. You know exactly how to solve something, and it just feels like that's what you're doing. I don't feel like it's any deeper than that, really. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Swords, Six of Swords. I like that. Okay. So what I like about this, Libra, is you're not just sitting around and bitching about what's not good enough in your life. You are making that change yourself. So if you feel like, I don't know, your body's not good enough, you're not just like, oh my God, I'm never gonna look like the girls on Instagram or whatever. It's like you're going to the gym and you're eating right. You're not just sitting there bitching about the job that you're at. You're like, well, you know, let me educate myself further and let me get a better job. You know, it's like you're actually doing something about it, is what that makes me feel like. Your advice is communication is key. Leo and night. For some reason, it's telling you to get a really good night's sleep. Not sure why it's telling you that. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. It's telling you to get a really great night's sleep. Self-confidence, loyal, creativity, or loyalty, creativity. Okay. I'm wondering if it's something about that Knight of Swords here. There's a new way that you're needing to communicate, or maybe a new creative project that you're needing to focus on. Maybe you're needing to speak your mind a little bit more in order to get your point across, not being afraid to say what it is that you're going to say, not being afraid to perform or speak out or make these decisions or whatever. So it's like confidence in the way that you make decisions, confidence in the way that you speak. You know, being confident about asking questions, not hiding around the corner, you know what I mean? So, but for some reason it's telling you that you need to get a good night's sleep, bitch. Okay. Alrighty, let's go ahead and move on to Scorpio. All right, there we go. Lori, thank you so much for being here. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at my Scorpios. Scorpio, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on for you for mid-July. Devil in reverse, not Scorpio. The Queen of Cups. The Eight of Wands in reverse. The Hierophant. The Fool. Okay. Oh, I love this. It shows me that you're having an awareness of something that is not working out for you in your life, or something that is toxic, a toxic attachment, fear, whatever it may be. There's an awareness of it, which means you can address it. It's like, you know, sometimes we can have we can be in denial about our addictions or about our issues. And it's like, well, if we're in denial, then we can't even access it or fix it because we don't even want to look at it. You know what I mean? So I feel like you're doing good with whatever that is. The Queen of Cups tells me you were in love in the past. Maybe you're still in love. I feel like it was mutual. Queen of Cups is mutual. The Eight of Wands in reverse in the near future tells me there's some kind of blockage or a lack of education, or some kind of maybe a missed trip or a failed trip in some way. It can be trying to force something as well, so keep that in mind. Hierophant is what's going on in your brain. So maybe something about focusing on your fundamental values, what it is that you believe in, and abiding by that. The Fool is here, which tells me that you're ready for new. I feel like you're ready to venture out. You're ready to go on some kind of journey. So let's see what it is. We have the Devil with the Ace of Wands. Love it. You know, this really reminds me of, for instance, when I got sober on December 27th, 2019. And I remember after I got sober, I was so motivated. I was so motivated to actually start living my life. It felt like I woke up from a coma. And so it's like, once I did that, once I took that first step, I remember how absolutely motivated I got. I was running, I was meal prepping, I was doing all of these things. So it was like, I was not in denial anymore. I was like, okay, well, I need to fix this thing. And I was inspired by that, you know, and, that was it, you know, and I just took off running, metaphorically and literally. So it feels like that's what you're doing with something. I'm not saying you're addicted to something, but it's an awareness of something and being inspired by that first step that you're taking. Adriana, thank you so much for that super chat question. The Queen of Cups and the Nine of Swords, why? The King of Swords, well, if you were the feminine Scorpio, you know, reverse it if you need to, but if you were the feminine here, it makes me feel like somebody was quite detached and you were quite in your emotions. You know, the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords, it's like they're both great, but I can't really see them together per se. I mean, maybe it works, right? Maybe opposites kind of attract, but I'm not really feeling that. It feels more like a robot meets a fish. And they try to fall in love, and it's like, what the fuck? No, right? You jump in this water, you're gonna die, right? Like, so I don't know. It seems like because of the differences, there was some kind of stress because of that. It's just what it makes me look like, or what it makes me feel like. The Eight of Wands with the Eight of Cups. I need one more on that one. Some of you are blocking communication between you and another person, and you're walking away because that's what's going to make you happy, okay? For others of you, someone could be doing that to you, but this is your reading, so I feel like you're the one that's doing this. For others of you, there could be some delay in walking away, even though some of you are feeling like I would probably be happier if I did, because being in a relationship with a robot is awful, or whatever the thing is. You know, whatever the thing is. So it just feels like, are we like actually leaving the Queen? No, I don't think so. Well, no, I don't think so. Queen of Pentacles. It feels like you're still nurturing something, even though it feels like it's draining. It's almost like trying to fit a star into a circle shape. You know what I mean? Then we have the Hierophant here with the Tower in reverse. I need one more. The Three of Swords in reverse. This just to me is you thinking about a lot of the things that happen in your life. You know, you're almost like this wise maester, or you're almost like this, I think that you're very grounded in like what you believe in what your morals and your values are, and what your fundamental beliefs are. And I think that a lot of you had to really go through a lot to get there. I was just listening to this song called Renegade by Jay-Z and Eminem. I've heard it a million times before. I love it. But Eminem in this lyric says, "And I bet you don't know what I had to do to get here, do you?" And that's what that reminds me of right there. So it feels like you've been through some terrors, you know, to be dramatic about it. Sophia, thank you so much for that super chat question. But it's made you actually more stable than you were prior. So the Fool, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you're done with it. You're bored with something. What are we bored with? The Nine of Wands in reverse. It's just something that like exhausts your energy. You know, this is like, it's like you're trying to cut down a tree with a really blunt axe, you know, and like you're not getting anywhere. And it's like, well, you either get a new axe or you get a smaller tree, you know, or get a weaker tree, you know. And so you're like, yep, fuck this, I'm done. Bye. Throwing away the axe, you know, getting a new one, or finding a weaker tree. But it makes me feel like you're just throwing away the axe. So maybe you're looking for a new way to do something, you know, so that way it can be more successful. But you want to jump out of this boredom is what it looks like. You have the end of a tough cycle approaches. We have conjunction, and we have growth. Well, this is really up to you at the end of the day. And I say that because a conjunction can go either way. It can either go really fucking awesome, or it can go terrible, right? Or it can go somewhere in between, and it's going to be up to you. And sometimes that's just the way that the cookie crumbles, right? But there's growth to be had in whichever way you choose, because it truly is your choice about how you want something to go. That end of a tough cycle approaches is this card. The cycle is going to end. The tough cycle is going to end once you decide to come into that awareness, which I feel like is what you're already doing. It can certainly be around a relationship, especially if you're a Scorpio rising, having that, you know, in the whole sign house, having that Mars conjunct Uranus in your 7th house of one-on-one relationships, partnerships, your marketplace, you know, clients, etc., things like that. Maybe it's something about that, you know. I have no idea, but you're going to grow from it, you know, if you choose to. And I feel like you will with that Devil in reverse being clarified by the Ace of Wands. So let's take a look. What's up, Darcy? Good to see you. Thank you, baby. Sophia, thank you. All right. I stepped on glass yesterday. Fucking hurts. Okay, Sagittarius. All right, Saggy, let's go ahead and take a look at what you have going on for mid-July, shall we? We shall. The Hangman in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Ten of Wands. Ace of Cups, love that. The Magician, okay. Well, this can represent a couple of things, and obviously I'm going to have to clarify that because I'm not totally certain yet. But, you know, the Hangman in reverse can be like where we're refusing to let go of something, so we're just hanging on in vain. Or we're lacking perspective, we're not willing to sacrifice something, we're not willing to let go. Wheel of Fortune in reverse in the past position tells me a constant repetitive cycle. Wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. You know? Or it could have been some negative karma, okay, that came your way for some of you. I know Sagittarius is, you guys are the angels of God. I understand you could do no wrong, but, you know, maybe there was a slip up. For others of you, it was just some kind of repetitive cycle in your life. I like this this future position. It seems like you have a lot that you're responsible for, but it seems like you're handling it just fine. So you're at the tail end of something. You're getting ready to complete something, or you're actually completing something. Hard work, yes, but you're doing it. Ace of Cups is in your mind. You either want love, you want to focus more on creativity. I love this Magician here. This is telling me that you truly do believe in yourself, and you also truly have everything that you need to be able to let go, to be able to have a different perspective, to be able to take on these new responsibilities. Just make sure that you own that. The Hangman, World in reverse. Yep, holding on to an old cycle, you know, not wanting to let it go for whatever reason. And maybe there's a good reason for that, but it's like you got to make a move. You know, you got to choose if you're going to hold on to this thing, or if you're just going to let go and you're going to move on. If you're going to continuously choose to see this this experience, not the person or the specifics, but the experience as a negative, instead of being able to transmute it, you're going to hold on to it forever. So, you know, the Hangman, this is Piscean energy or Neptunian, right? I think of the 12th house. And so the 12th house, being that there's 12 houses in a natal chart, right? The 12th house is where things go to change, things go to die away. This is where we let go of things. This is where we remove all of the subconscious crap before things get to the first house. We're like, we're showing up and we're showing out. Yay, I'm here, breaking down doors, right? So it's like there has to be something that you have to let go of here in order to get to the next step, something that you can benefit from. The Wheel of Fortune, Justice in reverse. Yeah, definitely could have been some negative karma. And I don't know if it was you that got the negative karma or somebody else, but it definitely feels like somebody got the shit end of the stick. But to be completely frank, it feels well-deserved. I hate to say that, but it feels like it was well-deserved, because I'm like, well, why is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, right? Which can be negative karma, and then it's clarified by negative karma. So somebody here got it, right? And I don't know who it was, but somebody was certainly served their papers, so to speak. Then we have the Ten of Wands, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Give me more. The Ten of Swords. Woo! It looks to me like you ended another opportunity to go on to a journey for another one. This is like late July of some sort. So there was some kind of missed opportunity, but it was for a reason. It was so that you could evolve and take responsibility for whatever this is. So I don't feel like this is a super big deal. Because this Ace of Pentacles in reverse to that Ten of Swords with this Ten of Wands, this tells me, this Ten of Wands that's showing up in late July, tells me that you've been on this journey for a long time. Something that sparked your interest. It was something where you decided to come out of your comfort zone and pursue. There was a reason to celebrate about it, etc. And now you're like at the tail end of this. Now you're there at completion. but something had to die away in order for you to be able to have whatever this is. But you could be still holding on to the experience in your brain, and that could be with that hangman in reverse and that world in reverses. It's like you got to find a different way to look at something. You have to find a different way to be able to perceive that experience and be like, oh, that's why that happened, or this is what I learned from that, or whatever. And I understand, you know, it's easier said than done, but shit, just trying to help you out. You know what I mean? Then we have the Ace of Cups with the Two of Cups. For some of you, you're in love. If you're looking for love, I feel like you can find it, or maybe that's just what you're focused on. You want things to progress in some kind of love situation. If you're already in a relationship, I feel like things are going pretty well, it seems. You have your feelings inside of your mind, and you keep thinking about how much you love somebody if you're in a relationship or if you're talking to somebody. For others of you, this can be about if you're totally single, not talking to anybody, this is probably what you want. When we have things on our mind, it's usually what we want, or it's usually what we're worried about. So it's usually what we want or what we don't want. Then we have the Magician here with the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I mean, I think at the root of it all, you're pretty confident in yourself. You have a lot of passion about your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. I mean, there's absolutely no reason why you can't succeed at the thing that you want, or to be able to get the thing that you want, because you already have the things that you need to be able to get those things. You already have the wherewithal, you have the gall, you have the balls, you know? And then we have Believe in the Impossible, right? We have Sextile for your advice, and we have Balance. So, well, what's interesting to me with that Wheel of Fortune and that Justice in reverse, maybe there was something that kind of threw you off balance, you know, but there's an opportunity to be able to fix that, to be able to change that for the better. I think that you'll get a lot more than you bargained for if you learn, or if you are more amicable, harmonious, being able to get along well with others, right? And I'm not saying that you're not that person. I'm just telling you what the advice says, okay? So there's going to be an opportunity for you to be able to put things back in alignment for yourself, and it's probably something that you never even expected. I think that you have a lot more power than you believe that you do, Sagittarius. So let's go ahead and move on to Capricorn. Alrighty, let me just shuffle these real quick. All right. Rick, I'm dead. I didn't even see that till now. Thank you, Lori. Let's move on to Capricorns. How you doing, Capricorn? Let's go ahead and take a look at mid-July for you. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess. Okay, I like it so far. King of Swords. Queen of Swords. Ooh. Well, shit. You are not stuck at all. You know exactly what you want. You're thinking with your right mind. The High Priestess here. You know, if you're a feminine energy, this can be, you know, you showing up as very desirable, mysterious, sexy, you know. The High Priestess is very desirable. She's the divine feminine, you know, having sacred knowledge and knowing all the things that others do not. There may be something that you're learning here. Maybe you do have some kind of divine wisdom, or you're learning about the occult. Maybe you're focused on tarot, or if you're a masculine and you're interested in feminine energy, then maybe there's somebody here who's kind of like that. Maybe they're a tarot reader. Shit, I don't know. You're thinking with your right mind with that King of Swords, I think, and the Queen of Swords. I feel like there's somebody here. It's either somebody that you're collaborating with in regards to a work situation, could be a love situation, or this could be both of your masculine and your feminine energies. So let's take a look. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse with the Devil. Woo! That's you. Give me one more on that. Wowzers. All right. Well, Small TV, thank you so much for that super chat question. That is incredible to me. I love that. You are dangerous, Capricorn. You know, not to be dramatic, but where you felt like you were stuck before, or you were confused, or you felt bullied, or you felt stuck in a rut, or you felt backed into a corner, no. It feels like you are exuding power or showing somebody else the power that you hold. But it can be sexual for some of you. You know, this can be a little bondagey or very sexual. You know, I feel like you are able to manipulate energies in order to get what it is that you want. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but you know, the devil is more about the earthly goods, the things that we can get through our human body, money, you know, riches, fame, whatever the thing is. And I feel like with that magician, whatever you want in regards to that, I think that you can probably have it. It's almost like where you doubted yourself before, you don't anymore. I love that you're showing up as your major arcana. I believe that you're the only sign tonight who showed up as their major arcana. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I believe that means that somebody is in their ultimate power. So, you know, damn, you know, I heard the world is at your feet. Now that's dramatic. That's just ridiculous. All right. I don't want, you know, Capricorns walking out of here with, you know, a big ego, right? But that's what I heard. So I don't know. The Three of Pentacles, Seven of Wands in reverse. Three of Wands in reverse. I feel like maybe you were intimidated by some people in the past. Somebody you were learning from or something like that, or maybe somebody was learning from you and maybe you felt like they were better than you. Some of you were intimidated by that, and that kind of frustrated you. That could be why that Eight of Swords is in reverse now, where maybe you felt insecure about a situation you no longer are. For others of you, is that somebody was intimidated or jealous of you, okay? Jealous of what you knew, jealous of the people that you knew, jealous of your experience, or whatever the case is. It looks more co-worky-ish, okay, for some of you. Or some kind of collaboration here. The High Priestess, Six of Cups. Woo-wee! You guys have some kind of a sacred gift, it looks like, that you're actually utilizing. Because the Six of Cups, yes, I understand. It's about soulmates. It's about good memories, right? Love that. That's great. Shut up, right? The Six of Cups can also be like a gift from God. The High Priestess is the gift of sacred knowledge, right? It's what others don't know. And I feel like you are utilizing some kind of talent, gift, skill, or ability to access that part of you. For others of you, this can be, especially if you're a masculine interested in feminine energy, this can be like a divine feminine energy that feels like a gift to you, or you giving a gift to a feminine energy that you feel is very desirable and sexy. We have the King of Swords with the Fool. Okay, well, I love this. This to me is you thinking out of the box. This is double Uranus energy. Why? Because the King of Swords is Aquarius, the Fool is Uranus. So it seems like you are thinking of new ways to construct ideas, to come up with ideas, to become more successful. You have this journey on your mind that you are logically and practically thinking about how you're going to get there. You know, you could even be asking advice or thinking about asking advice from people that are smarter than you, or people that have been through what you're trying to succeed at. Does that make sense? So like, for instance, you want to be a tarot reader, right? Let me be super cliche. You want to be a tarot reader. And so you're like, well, let me go talk to that really successful tarot reader that I look up to and get advice from that person because they know how to do it, right? Whatever the thing is, it looks like you're ready to go on some kind of journey. The Queen of Swords with the Six of Swords in reverse. There can be some old problem, I'm wondering, that was never totally solved from the past that maybe you feel like you have to return to. Give me one more for that. Yeah, it feels like there was a miscommunication between you and another person. I feel like you're trying to think logically about it, but it also feels like you want to resolve whatever this problem is what it looks like. Or you maybe just be trying to cut it out altogether. Your advice is a time for healing. Libra, maybe it's around a relationship and freedom. Yeah, so I mean, maybe liberation, liberation for the way that you've related to people or the way that people have related to you, liberation from a relationship, liberation from situations, people, places, things where you felt like something was unfair or unequal in some way. A time for healing is interesting. What is the healing for? Like, for what? The Temperance, Sagittarius, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Some kind of missed opportunity that you felt like was going to put you in a better position, but maybe you felt like you didn't get it. You know, maybe it was something that was really hard to work on or really hard to get or something like that, and you feel like you really missed out. But I heard the scales don't matter. I keep hearing... That is weird. That was weird. That was truly weird. Okay? That was weird, to be honest. That was bizarre. That was totally bizarre. Well, with that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. It was right after I said that. So, I don't know. Interpret that as you may. Thanks, Capricorn. Your reading's giving me the creeps, so I'm getting out of here. Thank you. Let's go ahead and take a look at... Also a message, right? Lights out, bitch, right? The scales don't matter. Darkness. Alrighty. I'm dead, Rick. Alright, where's Aquarius? There they are. I just did your members only reading today, you and Pisces, Aquarius, so that'll be posted either tonight or tomorrow. Okay. Ooh, there you go, Fireball. That might be it right there. The scales don't matter. Interesting. Yeah, maybe if you guys are trying to get even about something. All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead and take a look at you for mid-July. Oh, wait, hold on. I have to... Hold on one second. I gotta shuffle these real quick. If you know, you know. You're welcome, Vanessa. What's up, Zaza? Thank you so much for that super chat question. What's up, Tolusnet? Okay. All right, Aquarius. Four of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Death, Emperor in reverse, Three of Wands. You're stressed out trying to find peace. There's a lot of resistance in the past. You felt like you couldn't let go of something. You kept holding on to something, or you were too afraid to take a chance. You're like, I'm staying right with where I'm at. I don't like that Emperor in reverse in your mind, because it tells me that you feel out of control, so you're feeling the need to control things around you because you feel out of control within self. There's change coming, though, and there's probably going to be an end to that mind frame here in the near future. Of course, that Emperor in reverse can represent somebody who's been abusive to you in some way. You know, obviously, if they're doing that now, call the police. You know, or if you can't like prove it or something, go to therapy, whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes there's mental abuse, right? And you can't really do anything about that sometimes, which freaking sucks. The Three of Wands is here. It makes me feel like you're waiting on something. It just feels like you're kind of in your head, you know, in your head about things. But I feel like evolution is about to take place for you in a positive way. The Four of Swords with the Nine of Cups. Well, I love that. You're content with where you're at. You're looking for peace. You're finding peace. I think you found it mid-July. Even though it feels like you feel like a basket case at sometimes, I think. There's definitely some things that you've been through probably in the recent past that really hurt you, and that's probably why you feel like you need to take time out for yourself. I will say this, be cautious of like drinking by yourself. I'm not saying don't have a glass of wine or something. Be careful of like any kind of overindulgence because you are healing. Allow yourself to process things. Don't try to numb it out, you know. Obviously talk to a therapist if it's super bad, but to me, this is just you finding contentment and peace by being alone, by being with yourself, by, you know, being in your own head, but in a good way and feeling through things. What's up, Islay? The star here. This makes me feel like this is more self-preservation in the recent past. Definitely some self-preservation. Why is that? The Three of Pentacles. You could have just got to a point, this is going to be random, but you guys could have just got to a point where people were draining you or you felt exhausted by being around people. It could also be that you felt like somebody was trying to collaborate with you or somebody was trying to, you know, get a piece of your energy, was trying to get a piece of the pie in some way, and you're just like, yeah, nah, dog, I'm good, you know. And with that star there, you know, you showing up in your higher vibration and all of that, I feel like it was warranted, and I feel like it was probably a smart decision to kind of hold back from said person and kind of stay in your lane, so to speak. The Death. Hangman in reverse. So there is something that maybe you've been refusing to let go of for a long time. I feel like it's done, you know, whatever that is. It's something that you have been having a really hard time letting go of, a really hard time resolving, a really hard time of dissolving. But it seems like to me there's some kind of external circumstance where it's like, all right, well, you know, it's kind of being ended for you in a way, but it is for your highest good. It is for your point of evolution in some way, shape, or form. So it's a positive evolution. This can also be like your perspective is also changing. Something is kind of forcing you to look at something from a higher perspective or helping you to think about things a little bit deeper. Feels like you're very introspective this month, to be honest with you. There can be a lot of emotional, especially if you're Aquarius rising, you know, Mars conjunct Uranus in your 4th house of home and family and just your emotions in general and your sense of vulnerability. There can be some like shocks and awes that you're kind of having in your private life is really what it can be. Leela, thank you so much for that. Oh, you're welcome, Cheryl. Anytime. The Emperor in reverse, 4 of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Wands in reverse. Yikes. This could be around a masculine figure, a father figure, a boss, some kind of masculine figure who like was in a position of power, is in a position of power in your life, but abused it in some way, has abused it in some way. You know, you could have really wanted some kind of attention from this person or been almost felt like you were groveling for it, picking scraps up off of the floor or something like that. I don't know why I'm getting that, but for some of you, that's what it was, and it felt really icky. And so you can be at this place in your life. I know this is going to resonate for like one person, but you can be at this place in your life now where you're feeling like you really need to think about those things. You really need to think about where that comes from, realizing that maybe you've internalized a lot of the things that this person had projected onto you, which had made you take responsibility for things that were none of your responsibility. So I don't know. It seems like you're thinking about it, but you're in a better place emotionally, or you're going to be. We have the 3 of Wands, the 9 of Swords in reverse, the Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of a wounded inner child, you know. There's something that you're waiting for and you just feel like it never comes, you know. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's like an apology. I don't know if it's, you know, I don't know what it is. But it's like you just feel like it never comes. And the thing about waiting is sometimes it just doesn't come, you know, and you end up waiting in vain. And it's really about continuously putting one foot in front of the other and you just keep it moving. You know what I mean? So I don't know what that means for you specifically, but that felt specific. Have faith in your dreams, House 9, and territory. Wow. Okay. So have faith in your dreams. Well, the House 9 can be about like your higher purpose, your higher mind, and it can also be about faith. So if we have 2 faith cards here, this can be about practicing your faith, whatever that means. You know, maybe you are needing to look at your dreams from a higher perspective. Maybe you like had somebody in your life where, I don't know, maybe you wanted to be like a professional dancer or something like that. Not that kind, all right? I mean, maybe for some of you, but maybe you wanted to be a professional dancer and you had parents that were like, no, you're going to be a fucking doctor, you idiot, you know, and like, yeah, that's not really me, you know, whatever it is. It's like, try to have a little bit of faith in yourself and make sure that you drop boundaries around that. Like if you have some kind of dream or you really have a heart's desire, don't let people come in and tell you what's real for you, right? What's real for you isn't real for everybody else, and to make sure to hold on to that and protect it. I wish so bad that I would have listened to myself and what my heart was telling me in regards to my purpose and what I wanted, than instead of listening to other people around me. You know, truly, one of the things that I regret. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Last but not least, we got Pisces. Hello, Pisces. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we have going on for you for mid-July. For my feminine Pisces, this can be reversed because this is showing up as a masculine, potentially. Okay, so keep that in mind. The Knight of Cups, the Page of Wands. Okay. The Two of Wands. And the wow. Well, damn. I really don't want to clarify. You're definitely in this place of confidence, you know, maybe feeling very entrepreneurial, or maybe there's somebody that you're wildly attracted to. I see that maybe you've already taken action on somebody in the past, or you've been very focused on creativity. At the end of the day, this is what you want. You want emotional fulfillment. That's the root of it all. This is your desire. That is what you want, and you're willing to go after it, even if your confidence is a little slack. It's interesting to me how you went from the Knight of Cups in the past. In the present for mid-July is the King of Wands, feeling very confident. And then almost going backwards to the Page of Wands instead of the King of Wands in the future. And I wonder why that is. It's almost like you lost steam or lost a sense of confidence. Two of Wands is on your mind. It's telling me you're wanting to do something different. It's telling me you have a path to pick, a choice to make. Tell me about that King of Wands. The Five of Cups. Wow. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. There's some sadness, some doom and gloom kind of feelings, looking back at the past and regretting some things. But I feel like you're in this moment in mid-July where you are breaking free from that. You don't want to focus on the past anymore. You're trying to let go of the wheel. And I feel like it's doing you a service. So I don't have anything else to really say about it. The Knight of Cups, Three of Swords. Ooh. Woo! Well, you guys were either being very inspired by pain to create something through something or someone that you loved. Love, maybe. For others of you, you basically shot your shot and you got heartbroken. What happened with this? The Strength card. Something kind of plummeted your ego a little bit. Something hurt you. Is like you may have felt like you were taking action, showing up in the best light, you know, reciting poetry out of the sunroof of a limousine. I don't know, right? But for some reason, you feel like it ended in heartbreak. Or for some of you, you were attempting to swallow your pride and swallow your ego and maybe apologize to somebody or approach somebody with love, even though you were hurt or something like that, or you hurt them maybe. We have the Page of Wands. The King of Swords in reverse. The Two of Pentacles. I need one more. The Ace of Wands in reverse. There's a lot of uncertainty here. Why are we downgrading ourselves here? Do you feel like you're not financially stable enough for something? You don't know what decision to make. Your confidence has lowered a bit. A decision is being delayed because you don't know the answers. Tell me about that King of Swords in reverse. The Moon, it's out of fear. What are we trying to pursue? The Ten of Swords in reverse. Are we trying to apologize? Are we trying to get over some kind of hump that you have with another person? It almost feels like you're gaslighting yourself out of a decision because you're afraid, which is delaying an entire process. Can I get advice for that? Two of Swords. Listen to your gut feelings about this and stop like getting jumbled in your mind. I pulled a lot of cards for that. Stop doing that. Like there can be something like a truce here or something. But it's telling you that you already know. Like you already know. Stop second guessing yourself with something. The Two of Wands is in your mind. Wow. 10 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Wow. You really want a relationship with somebody? You have maybe you're already in a relationship and you're trying to get over some kind of hump here, because you have some kind of sadness around it and you regret something, but it's like, you're like, oh, let's just let it go. Let's move on. Let's change. Let's look at the bigger picture, all of these things. But you're like, how do we get there? 10 of Cups again, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, the Emperor. It's like you're trying to take charge, but something isn't working. You feel like something is not working. It's like you keep trying to take charge, but something is not, you know, it's like you keep chucking away at the tree and it's not coming down or something like that. But I like that the 10 of Cups is here with the Emperor, because I feel like this is what you want, but it's almost like you want to be in control. Could be also a family situation instead of a love situation. You want to be in control. What's that 8 of Pentacles in reverse? The Page of Cups. So for some of you where you've been a little timid or fearful, or you've been even a little immature or something, you're kind of realizing, like, in order to get what you want, you can't manifest from that place, or you can't act from that place anymore. So like, for instance, let's say that you're dating somebody or something, every time that you guys have an argument, you get really emotionally dysregulated and you get into your feminine energy if you're a man, right? And then you get overly emotional and you hang up and you curse them out, and it's like, you know, now she can't even fucking take you seriously. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. And now you're like, okay, I need to be, you know what I mean? Not saying you can't cry, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, being more mature. Thank you, Ashley. Balance spirituality and practicality. Then we have Pisces. Then we have memory. Interesting. This is full moon in Pisces, and then this is Pisces. This is about intimacy, listening to your gut. Like I told you before, make sure that you do that. It's saying that you've been here before, but now you must act through a level of, because you have to think, right? Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. I look at it like the great-great-grandfather, or the great-great-grandmother or something. You know what I mean? Not calling y'all old or whatever, but it's like, that is the end. You know, that is the wise, think about it. Like, the high priestess is associated with Pisces, right? She's of the sacred knowledge. She listens to her gut feelings. She knows. And I feel like there's something that has repeated itself in your life. And it's like, you have this emotional muscle memory where you can apply how you deal with these situations, you know, and moving through it like water, as opposed to trying to beat it with a blunt axe or trying to beat it with a sledgehammer. There's a different way to maneuver through things. Okay. So that's what I have. Oh, thanks, Ashley. That's very sweet to say. All right, let's see. Thank you, Pisces. Let's go ahead and move on to Super Chat questions. Lights out. I'm dead, Joshua. All right, guys. Let's do this. Shout out to my mods for being here. Thank you so much, Lori. Thank you so much, Rick. Alrighty. All right. Let's see. We have JD Venus. Hi, V. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Can I have advice on logging back into my old social media? Take your time making a decision on logging back into your old social media. You know, there can be something that ends up stressing you out as soon as you get back on there, if that's what you mean. You know, I remember being like, oh, you know what? I'll get back on. I used to go on this live stream app, you know, I'll get back on you now. You know, it might be fun. I went there and I was like, nope, bye. I just wasn't having it, you know. So maybe asking you to think twice, maybe telling you to take your time. Where do you really want to invest your time in? Where do you think you'll get you'll receive the best or the bigger reward, I guess you could say. Chitara, what are Jay's future actions towards me? Judgment in reverse, misjudging you. Okay. He may not be taking accountability for something. That's absolutely possible. He could be in denial about something, not wanting to talk about something, but still wanting to come together, wanting to, you know, share things with you, wanting to have fun, even potentially wanting a relationship with that Ten of Pentacles. But with that Judgment in reverse, it makes me feel like he's not wanting to make a super big decision, or he's not wanting to take accountability for something. Like, oh no, let's not drudge that back up. Let's not drag that back into our reality. Let's just brush it under the rug or whatever. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. How does A feel about me? Chitara asks. Nine of Cups, Seven of Wands. This person is content with where you guys are at right now, or this is somebody who feels like you check off a lot of boxes for them. This could be somebody who feels like they have to compete for your attention, or you need to compete for theirs in some way, or there's an element of that. Or it could just be wanting to maintain what it is that you guys have. The Six of Cups, this person thinks about you. I don't think that this person wants to lose you in any way. Seems like this person thinks about you often, feels like you're, you know, even if they're not thinking like, oh, Chitara is a gift. Like, there's a feeling of, like, when they're around you or when they think about you, it's almost like they're benefiting in some way. So I don't really see anything bad per se. Melly G, does Josh have genuine feelings for me? Let's see. What are the genuine feelings that Josh has for Melly? Two of Cups, the Sun. The Ace of Pentacles, the Moon. Absolutely. 120%. Yes. There's not even a reversal in here. Okay. This person feels very connected to you. They feel like they're very confident in this. They are very optimistic. They're very happy to be around you. The Sun and the Moon. Hello, the mother and the father. Like, bitch, you know, all we're missing is the Ten of Cups or the Ten of Pentacles, and you're in business. This is somebody that has every intent on probably planting mini seeds with you, with something that's going to last for a long time. This person feels like this person is for me. I don't see anything bad. So I don't know if you guys have been going through it and like you're concerned, but I don't see anything bad. Fireball baby. We let our past experiences bleed into this connection, and I don't know how to apologize for my part if it's not too late. How is he feeling about what occurred? Ace of Wands in reverse, Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords. He feels like communication is being delayed, or he's not super inspired or passionate about some kind of communication because he feels like he understands the truth. He feels betrayed, or feels like there's some kind of ending, or there will be, or something like that. What can she do to... The Nine of Wands, the Page of Swords in reverse, the Four of Wands. It's saying break, like, this is going to sound shitty, right? But it's saying, like, break free from any, like, immature thinking, immature communication, assuming the worst, assuming things about this person, and just essentially, like, putting your foot in your mouth, basically. You know, that can kind of be like the Page of Swords in reverse. It may be telling you to kind of break free from those things. And with that Nine of Wands, this is saying still keep your boundaries with said person even if you fucked up, but also be willing to fight for it. Show that you're in the boxing ring. Show you're there, you know, with the gloves on, of course. Your advice is communication is key, Scorpio, and observation. So first, it's asking you to really look in the depths of you and ask yourself why something happened, why you said something, why you did you self-sabotage, what did you do? It's asking you to be honest with yourself about that potentially. And also when it comes to communicating with this person, the next time you do communicate with them, if there's an opportunity to do so, it's telling you to be incredibly vulnerable, like at the deepest parts of you. Be absolutely vulnerable, metaphorically naked in some kind of emotional way, and just kind of lay something all out on the table. All right. Thank you, my darling. Let's go ahead and take a look at Layla. Hi, I hope all is well. What message does Spirit want me to know at this time? Sure. there's something from the past that you've been procrastinating from, like something you've been putting off, something you've been putting on the shelf, something, and it's in regards to like your higher calling, or it's a big part of your, or a big piece of your higher purpose in some way, and you can't ignore it. So whatever that thing is, it's telling you that you're needing to focus on that and you're needing to accomplish that at this time. Don't be afraid of change with that Tower and that Empress there. Don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid to let people, places, things go that alter your sense of how you perceive yourself in a way that is negative. You know, people that disrupt your peace, people that, you know, try to stifle your creativity or your sense of self-expression, or make you feel ugly or make you feel less than, or whatever it is. Don't be afraid to let those people go. Don't be afraid to let a tower crumble that is shaky as shit anyway. So yeah. And also, it could be that you're needing to let go of a feminine energy or a mother figure in your life. I'm not saying your mother, but some kind of a person that is like a mother or a mother figure in your life, okay? That may be it as well. So one of those. Thank you, Layla. Nicole Ashley says, whatever comes out. All right. Whew. So we have the Queen of Swords, the Hermit in reverse, the Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Swords. So I don't know if this Queen of Swords is you. Is this Queen? I'm going to pull an extra one. Is that Queen of Swords Nicole Ashley? Reverse is no, upright is yes. Yes. So you seem to be coming out of the woodworks. I don't know if you've been quiet for a long time about something. I don't know if you've been in your feelings about something. I don't know if you've been isolating about something, but it seems like you are kind of breaking out of your shell. You're coming out of the woodworks and you are spitting some kind of reality, or you're posting something, or you're telling someone something. And it's not in like a, you know, Queen of Wands in reverse way where you're coming in swinging or anything like that. It's in a Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords way, with the Hermit in reverse to back it up, Seven of Cups in reverse to back it up, which is like you're spitting facts about something. And it's something also about you, you're very aware of self. It almost feels like nobody can shake your confidence, or nobody can shake the work that you've done about you. So it's like there's something, there's a choice that you're making, there's something you're communicating, there's someone or something that you're cutting out or cutting off, or a truth that you're telling about a very serious decision that you're probably making. And it's very logical, it's very blunt, it's very straight to the point. It's like you're making it in confidence, whatever it is. Be wise. Will my coworker Jay quit the job before the end of the year? Yes. It just says yes. It's going to take a while, you know, with that Knight of Pentacles. But yes. The Spirit Room. Do you see anything good or new coming in for me? Love you. I love you too, Lissy. Show me only the good coming in for the Spirit Room within the next month. The Four of Pentacles. You're saving money. You're saving a lot of money. Any drama that you've had in your life seems to be resolved, or it dissipates. You're blocking what? Eight of Swords in reverse. Can I get one more for that? Okay. If you feel like you've been blocked in regards to money, in regards to your legacy, in regards to the things that you want to achieve, I feel like you are slowly, it's going to take a while, but it feels like you're slowly but surely saving up to that thing. You eventually will get to this Ten of Pentacles energy. So whether it's like a relationship and you've been working on yourself a lot and you've been taking your time and you've been doing all of that, you're eventually going to get there. It's going to take a while because it's Pentacle energy, but you're going to get there. If it's about money, you're going to get there. Something in regards to your legacy, you're going to get there. Whatever it is, you're going to get there. Some kind of achievement. And so I see you kind of taking your time, one foot in front of the other, you know, blocking any kind of drama out of your life, which is actually removing a blockage for you. Even if it's the drama that you create in your own mind. Pamela, I am being gaslit by this female in our group who I didn't know was talking to this guy, and I think he broke it off. What do I do? I'm having a hard time controlling my anger. What should she do? Okay. It told me you already know the truth. There's no use going back and lowering yourself to accommodate some kind of argument. It's telling you that you already know the truth about something. It's dead. It's gone. It's telling you not to come off of your throne to talk to the peasants. You know, I know that sounds really shitty, but that's kind of what I got with that death and that Nine of Pentacles. It's telling you to enjoy your life. It's telling you that you won, or it's telling you to, you're looking good, feeling good, smelling good. Why even involve yourself? It's telling you to enjoy your life, is what it's saying. Don't settle for whatever this is. Eight of Cups in reverse, Knight of Swords. Why even communicate? It's just going to be draining. It seems like something is beneath you, is what it looks like to me. I know that it's difficult controlling said anger. I'm definitely one of those people. And there has to be an outlet that you need in order to supplement that. Because I know that when I can't express myself, when I'm enraged in some way. Now, I'm not saying that you can't say something. I'm not saying that you can't communicate. But if you are going to even bother with this, my advice is to give it some time after you've really cooled off and you can come, I don't want to say come to your senses, but when you can kind of communicate in a more effective way. Because it's like if you come in with anger, people are automatically going to put up resistance and nobody's going to be heard, right? So I want to say give it time. If you need to go to the gym, you know, punch a couple of bags, whatever you got to do, you know, but I wouldn't like jump into this. If anything, I think it's beneath you, in my opinion. Then we have Adriana Gabriella. How does D feel about me after I canceled our date? Seven of Pentacles is like, okay, well, you know, kind of like, what do I do? I do think he will contact you again with that Page of Pentacles, but I think he's still there. I think he's still invested, and I do think you'll hear from him again. Sophia Bernard. Hey, Bratty, I met a Cancer guy who I really like, but he is an international party host. He wants to see me soon again. I don't know if he's just playing. What are his future intentions with me? Let's see. The Hierophant, the Two of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Six of Wands. I think eventually he wants a relationship at some point. It seems to me like he wants something a little different than what he's had, potentially. I do think that he has a lot on his plate. I do think he gets a lot of attention. I think he wants your attention as well. I think ultimately he wants to eventually settle down someday. He may see that with you, with that Hierophant there. What's that Two of Wands? Just curious. Five of Swords. He may have another option, so please be cautious of that, obviously. But he may like you because he feels like you're different than what he's used to. Just be cautious because I do feel like he likes some kind of attention or something like that with that Six of Wands, but I don't see any bad intent. Darcy Stryker. Hi, pretty lady. Hello. Remember my Scorpio. Will I hear from him? Thank you. Sure. The Sun, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Cups in reverse with the Five of Pentacles. So this is what I think. I think that he's going to show up. I think he's going to say all the nice things. I feel like he's going to make you feel like $1,000,000, and I feel like he's going to ghost again, or he's going to dip out again. And you're going to be feeling yourself, and you're like, oh my God, you know, you're going to be in relationship mode because he does view you as somebody who wants a relationship. But then it's going to shit the bed because he's going to tell you all these wonderful things, and really he has nothing to offer, or it's just empty promises. So be cautious with that, Darcy. Sophia. Sophia, what is my advice in finding a new job? Hoping to find something ASAP. Thank you. Sure. Seven of Swords. It makes me feel like in places you haven't looked yet. You know, like try somewhere you haven't looked yet. Or there might be something that is more unexpected for you. Yeah, and then I wanted to pull a card, and I got Uranus. I feel like something can be found in a place that you don't expect. I don't know. I don't know if it's like you go out to a restaurant or something and you meet somebody and then they're the, you start talking and you have a conversation and they're the one that has something for you. I don't know if you're looking online. I feel like Uranus can be it can be social media, right? 11th house stuff. It can be like social media, maybe something on social media that you find. I don't know, maybe something in astrology, maybe it's something that you've never done before that you don't realize you actually have the ability to do. So I would kind of say, like, think outside of the box, if anything. Yeah, I feel like if you think outside of the box, you're gonna have some luck with something. So try something new. Like, do you think? And I'm not telling you to do this, obviously, but do you think that, like, 5 years ago, if you would have told me I was gonna be a tarot reader on YouTube, that I would have believed you? No, I, I wouldn't. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. That it may be a profession you maybe didn't expect, or it could be that you find a profession in an unexpected place. Hold on, I'm just shuffling. One sec. All right, let's see here. Yeah, so break free from what you're used to is what I got with that. Small TV, sorry for the back and forth subs. The not if actions drive me nuts. Let's go Cappies. Well, I don't know, but I'm with you. I don't think that was the question. Glad to have you back, Small TV. Zaza, hey V, what is the near future of my love life? It's like just when you're ready to give up, I feel like, is when someone comes in. And isn't that usually how it works? It's like when you get tired of looking, that's when it actually finds you. That's what that looks like to me. So stop looking. Leela, hi Bratty, hope everything is well. What's coming towards me in the near future? Thanks. Yeah. 3 of Cups in reverse, the Chariot. The 4 of Swords in reverse, the 5 of Wands, yeah. As soon as I saw that 3 of Cups in reverse, I thought, oh, great, drama, And then it ended with the 5 of Wands. So I was like, well, I feel like you'll come out victorious in the end. But I would say be cautious of who you're associating yourself with, because I feel like something could kind of go in the gutter a little bit. I feel like you still come out victorious, but it's going to be more stress than what it's worth. So be cautious. Third-party situations, people being petty, fights breaking out or arguments ensuing because of some kind of third-party energies. So I hate to say that. I feel like it's always shitty news on this channel, but like I gotta tell you what I see. So I just don't think it's worth it. I feel like you'll rise above it, but it's just not worth it. It's not worth the hassle, in my opinion. Ashley, hey, big fan. Thank you. Is there any new love interest coming in soon? Ace of Wands, Temperance in reverse. Could be a Sagittarius specifically, okay? Could be some kind of fire sign here. Why is that Temperance in reverse? I just gotta ask. The 5 of Cups. Ugh. I hope it's not somebody from the past, dear God. There's somebody here who's clearly going to be very passionate about you, very sexually attracted in some way. You're probably going to be attracted as well. I just don't like that Temperance in reverse with that 5 of Cups, because it either makes me feel like somebody's coming back from the past that you're really losing your patience with, or it can be that this person has old hangups, old addictions, old baggage, whatever it may be, where their life really isn't in alignment, and it's going to throw yours off balance if you allow it. So I'm getting fire sign vibes, okay? Thank you, Ashley. Lee, hi, please tell me, am I going to meet a new love? Tired of idiots. For show. I definitely get that. Okay, let me see. Show me the next couple of months for Lee in regards to love. The Sun and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so it could be a Leo specifically. I feel like this is probably somebody that's going to be relationship oriented. It feels like you're with it. It looks like you could actually enter a relationship, and it seems like you feel pretty optimistic about it. And then we have Summer. Hey V, will I be meeting anyone in the next 3 months? What's happening in love? Let me see. Six of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Swords. If somebody's taking advantage of you now or in the future, that's going to come to an end. It's going to come to a head. It's going to end, and it's going to feel crappy, okay? That doesn't mean that you have to let it get to that point. Yeah, I don't like that. The Queen of Wands in reverse with the Two of Cups. Is this somebody coming to heal her from the other thing? Four of Pentacles? No. Well, I mean, I feel like you may fall in love, but there's a lot of like jealousy. There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of frustration. So it's like, yes, there's a connection there, but it like, is it worth your sanity is kind of what I'm getting. You know, you might get somebody that you love very much or that you care about very much, that you're like feel responsible for in some way, but it's going to drive you absolutely up the wall. I'm sorry. I wish that was like better. It doesn't mean that has to be your end all be all. If you feel like that person comes in your life, just avoid it, you know. Summer, what does B think of me? Thank you. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Three of Wands in reverse. They may feel like you're frustrated around a financial situation, a work situation, or they may feel like you're frustrated because you feel like you're not good enough, or you care a lot about what they think or what other people think or something like that. So they feel like your frustration is coming from some kind of external reality or other people's opinions or not feeling good enough or something like that, whether that's true or not. Where is D in his feelings for getting into a relationship in his life? Does he have anyone in mind when he is ready for one? Show me his feelings for getting into a relationship. I feel like he's open to it with those 2 pages. I feel like he's open to something new, but I also don't feel like he's super like, oh my God, I want a relationship so bad. But I feel like he's open to it. To me, it makes me feel like he still has a lot of work to do in regards to like who he is as a man and who he is as a person. So I don't know. It feels like the confidence really isn't there in regards to himself and in regards to like a relationship in general. Does he have anyone in mind when he is ready for one? No. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse. He may be at this point where he's like, there's really nothing to maintain here. You know, I'm not really liking any of the options. I've kind of given up, you know. I don't know. It feels a little lackluster, you know. Like there's no like passion behind it or something. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Alrighty. Angie, hi. What are Faisal's feelings and intentions for me? Show me the feelings. Okay. 2 pages, just like over here. So I feel like this person admires you, has like a crush thing on you, has some feelings for you, wants to kind of learn about you or wants to put in more of an effort. So I don't see anything bad. Intentions. High Priestess, Eight of Wands. Ooh, I feel like this person wants to explore you. That's what that feels like. The High Priestess is very desirable. She's very sexy, you know. The Eight of Wands makes me, because it's Mercury and Sag, so it makes me feel like this person's wanting to see the details and the big picture of you. So that looks good to me. I don't see anything negative. Brianna, anything I need to know? Somebody's hurt over you, but maybe trying to avoid the conversation. Maybe trying to keep the peace. It feels like they're heartbroken. Who is this so she'll know? Four of Cups in reverse. Somebody that can be a little bit melancholy. Somebody that can kind of be in a poor me mindset sometimes. Or play the victim even. Will Cancer guy and I reconcile? I think so. With that Six of Swords in reverse on the Justice, I feel like this is somebody who wants to make something right, who wants to revisit some kind of problem that you guys went through in order to make things right again. I feel like it'll go well with that Two of Pentacles and that Empress, because I feel like this is somebody who's making decisions based around how they perceive you, which is like the Empress, which is like the creme de la creme, the, you know, she's the shit, she's all of the queens combined, right? This person is very sexually attracted to you as well. There's a lot of Venusian energy here, so I feel like that's positive because that's like harmony, peace, relationships. Summer, what does M think of me? Like your relationship material, you have faith, you have good morals, values, something like that. Like you're somebody who's also maybe quite wise. What does she know about M? He has a hard time taking accountability with something, or M has a hard time following his path, or he maybe misjudged you, or like I said, has a hard time taking accountability for something or making some kind of important judgment call. Summer, should I change jobs now, or is it better to wait a bit for a good opportunity? Thank you, V. You're welcome. Let me see. What happens if she changes jobs right now? You're going to feel like a chicken with its head cut off. You're going to be going, but you don't know where you're going. You know what I mean? It's going to feel a little lackluster. What happens if she waits for a good opportunity? The moon. I feel like I don't want to say like wait around for a good opportunity, but this is what I got. So I said, well, what happens if she waits for a good opportunity? I feel like the moon is saying, listen to your intuition. I feel like trust yourself with something. And I feel like with that Three of Pentacles, you'll have somebody that wants to bring you on, or somebody that wants to teach you something, or somebody that wants to educate you so that way you can do some kind of job. That's what that looks like. Or being able to collaborate with somebody and or work with somebody. So that's what I have for you guys. I love all of you. Please have a wonderful night. Special shout out, obviously, to Rick and Lori. I will talk to you guys soon, and goodbye for now.